gang. We are Charlie Kirk. I was
see
gonna
Lee
say
on
the
the
light
screen as
came
well?
on. Charlie, look, Charlie Kirk's behind you. Sorry, continue.
So, guys, what's our gender and pronouns?
My
I go by
pronouns.
he.
I go by MILF.
Did I tell you that my mum thought that people generally identified as like attack helicopters?
It's not far off. There are a very small group of people that do genuinely
I
say
hate
that
people
they are
like, I'm
cat
cat
and stuff.
slash cat self. Yeah, like shut up.
Mental
But I think that's
help,
all
help.
fake and put on.
How can you identify as an animal when you're a human being? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Like, shut. If you want to say you're Etherean, whatever. I don't get it. Whatever, do your thing. But that's not your gender.
What would you choose if you could transition to a different species?
Alien.
I'm a snake.
I'll go with a bee.
A bee?
Yeah.
Why you
'Cause they're
turning
like
into my girlfriend?
jazz.
What the fuck? Like jail. Because of according to all known laws of aviation, I should not be able to fly.
Anyone want to share their gender journey?
I woke up one day and I realised I was a big batty gal.
Big batty gal. I woke up one day and was like, no, I don't want to be big batty gal.
Valid.
No more.
I've really struggled with gender because like I grew up always being told that I can't express stuff like that. And then I let people put me in dresses and stuff, and I was like, well, like this. But yeah, I've always been really, what's the word? I've been really jealous that I'm not a woman, like envious that I'm not a woman, my whole life. I think it's because I've only grown up with women and I've looked up to them. So like I've just been like, I want to be a woman as well, but yeah, it is rough.
Have my. You can have my periods and my uterus if you want.
You can have
Take it. I
my-
don't want it, man.
You can have my tits, mate. They're all yours.
I can't just have a kid. I've got to find someone that wants to have a kid.
I was just going to ask on the back of what you said, Mason, with like, you let people dress you up in dresses. One thing I wonder is, like, some people say, like, you know, oh, you can't dress a boy in a dress because he'll think that he wants to be a woman. Do you think that, like, influenced you at all?
Yeah, when I was growing up, my parents didn't say stuff like that, but I went online very early on, as soon as I could. So like I just saw a lot of stuff that was being said on forums, and when YouTube came 2005, 6, yeah, it really affected me. I grew up thinking that I couldn't express that side of myself. I wanted to look feminine and all of that, and I never did. Like the most I've done is wear eyeliner. Obviously, I've like tried putting makeup on one time, like with an ex of mine and a wig, but like um I've used eyeliner like quite a bit throughout my life, especially when I was like 18, 19, to make myself feel a bit more feminine.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I've got one in my bathroom. I just keep forgetting. Don't put enough care into my life. Lee, when did you work out that you didn't feel like a boy?
Honestly, I'm still on the fence. I still don't know who I am, what I am. I used to think I wanted to be a girl. I did the same thing. I would try on my sister's clothes. I would play with my sister's toys. I was always more comfortable with girls' stuff. Boys' stuff didn't interest me. Still haven't really come to a decision one way or the other how I feel.
So what would you identify as
I'll say non-binary because that's just the easiest thing to say. There's no other, but I don't know if that even describes how I feel.
Yeah, well, I hear some people say they feel like an alien because they don't fit in the
Yeah, I do feel
spectrum.
like that.
Still, I
Zoom
love
in
those.
on Opal.
Bleak Glorb.
I don't agree with labels. I don't like them. I don't. If I had the choice to, I wouldn't use them. But you
No,
kind of
that's
have to
fair.
how things work.
So, Izzy, you've said before that you tried transitioning into non-binary. Like, what was like? Do you want to recap what that was like for yourself?
Yeah, so like don't get me wrong, like there was a time I looked into like surgery and stuff. I was gonna get like top surgery to get it all off, which is now I'm like, no, just give me big mummy milkers. But again, I think gender is so complicated and it's not like linear, do you know what I mean? And I think especially young people put too much pressure on themselves to find out so quickly who they are when that can be a lifelong journey anyway. Do you know what I mean? For me, I've got a lot of insecurities with just like how I look and present myself. Always have done. I've always been very naturally like androgynous. I don't know why. Just always have been. Don't get me wrong, there's times I like love looking feminine. But I think when I was younger, it was easier to identify being as non-binary than just accepting, oh, I'm just not like a feminine woman. Do you know what I mean? I think do you know the big thing it is for me? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm diagnosed, but I think I have body dysmorphia. Um, Not gender dysmorphia, but I do think
If you look at your body and it doesn't look how other people are saying it looks to you, and you feel like you're smaller or bigger than you actually are, then
it,
like I would say you've
it
got
makes
body
me feel
dysmorphia.
sick. Do you know what I mean? There's times I've actually like looked in the mirror. I mean, we've probably all been there, to be fair. I've looked at the mirror, just felt sick, absolutely like ashamed of myself, and cried and stuff. And but
Mm.
I think that's what a lot of it has to do with me. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could
Again.
have gotten over like not feeling like a proper man earlier
Mm.
on. 'Cause yeah, like a lot of my early years, I was just like, oh, I don't like football, I don't like this, I don't like that. Like, what am I meant to be liking if I'm a guy? I was like, okay, well, I like basketball. I never like I played a bit of it and I watched a little bit, but then I stopped. But carried on saying like, oh yeah, I like basketball just to fit in. I like a sport. Um, but yeah, like it is difficult not feeling like you're part of what you've grown up to think that you should be part of.
I think people just think I'm a big fat lesbian. Genuinely, just with how I look and that, people take one look at me and they're like, lesbian. Like, no way, no way, you have a man. Just roll with it at this point. Honestly, it keeps the men away. So
Gotta take the pros, eh?
that's it.
Lee, what did you do like transition wise?
Yeah, so I had to go to like a gender identity clinic,
Mm.
and they put me on hormone blockers. I was on hormone blockers for like a year, and for that year, like before they would commit to putting me on estrogen, I'd have to live a year as a woman, basically. And honestly, that experience was horrible. Everywhere I looked, when like dirty looks, people would treat immediately. People, I could tell that people would treat me differently.
Mm.
Um, I got attacked once on the tube, uh,
Oh,
and
that's fucked.
Yeah, that
that
sucks, though.
plus me not really knowing if I wanted to continue with it and then being on the fence with it, I just decided not to go ahead with it.
Mm.
Because yeah, I started thinking about getting to the point of having surgeries and stuff, and I don't know that I would want to change my body all that much. So yeah,
Question for you, Lee, if that's all right. You don't have
yeah.
to answer this if you don't want to, but if we lived in a more accepting society, do you think you would have carried on your transition?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
If people had not treated me the way they treat me, I probably would have gone all the way with it.
Yeah.
But it's the amount of stress and grief that comes with letting myself be myself is not worth it.
I was just gonna ask, and again, you don't have to answer, but do you feel like you have a good support group around you, like friends and family who can support you through that journey?
Yeah and no. My family's a weird one. They've always been accepting of everything, but at the same time, for the life of me, I don't feel like I can be open with them. I can be myself around them. I don't know if it's necessarily anything they've done. Maybe I'm doing that to myself. I don't know. I've really struggled. I don't open up a lot to people. I don't really let people in.
I want to give you a hug
Uh,
now. I'm like, oh, my
but
Shayla.
Mason's been great. Like, we've known each other
Yeah.
for nearly 10 years at this point.
It's okay, you can be honest. It's not a
No,
good.
no one else has really no one else has really stuck around. I have a hard time making
Mhm.
friends and keeping them. So, but yeah, he's stuck with me the whole way.
Mm,
Oh, I'm glad.
try my best.
Do you feel like it's possible that you might pick up that journey again in the future? Maybe if things change?
Part of me, I thinks about it all the time, and then part of
Mm.
me is like, I don't know, that I feel like the older I get, the harder it's going to be, and there is going to reach an age where it's like maybe it's not worth it.
Never too late.
Yeah, it depends on if
I don't know.
surgeries get even faster
Um,
and better, and
I kind of kick myself because I started that transition when I was 15. It was kind of the optimal time. I hadn't fully gone through puberty yet,
Yeah.
and I think, I don't know, I had the perfect window, and I kind of missed it in a
Yeah,
way.
but you've not done that to yourself. It's other
Yeah,
people have done that to you, and that's not your fault as well. Like, I completely get like mourning it, but like, don't say to yourself like, I've missed this, or like,
yeah.
I let myself down, because that's not true at all.
But yeah, I'm still like figuring it out. So there's time.
what do people think about people that are like cisgender using AMAB and AFAB?
I think, sorry, I
No,
think
you're
people
right.
are just overcomplicating things, to be honest. It doesn't need to be that complicated. We don't need to divide and have all of these different terms for all of these different things. I don't really care for it.
Mm.
Do you not think they're important, say, like in the adult dating world? Like, some people are looking to date, but like, some people's sexualities are based on parts, and some people don't care, but some people are
Oh, I
like,
mean,
I
yeah,
want a
when I
woman with
say
woman
that,
parts.
I'm also meant on the side of like straight people giving us
Okay.
those terms and that. If we're doing that for ourselves, I think that's fine.
Yeah. What do you think the difference is between being AMAB and AFAB?
This was something that I did want to speak to you about this. As you said, if you did have to label yourself, you'd call yourself non-binary, and I'm the same. I call myself non-binary because there's no better suited word just yet. And I'm an AFAB person. I was born female. And I wanted to know, like, how different are we? Like, technically we're the same gender, but I feel like we come from two separate walks of life.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously there's the whole how society treats men versus women. I think that's all obvious stuff, but I don't know if my experience has been all that different, really.
Do you find that people, even when they find out your
I mean,
identity, like, do they still treat you as if you were a cis man?
when I did do that like year or so of like living fully as a woman, I definitely could see like the other side of it and how women are treated. Because as much hate as I did get from some people, I did get the men whistling at you, men being weird and creepy, and then obviously I know the pain of like having to wear a bra all day and small things like that. So I've seen both sides of it to some extent. So I do have an appreciation for what women have to go through.
Fuck
Do you
wearing a
think-
bra all day. Sorry.
Oh, real? No, that's so real. I said I've only put one on for this because I got a thin shirt, but at home I never do.
I don't know if that answered
What I
the
was gonna
like
say.
was really the answer to the
No,
question you asked, but I kind of went on
I'm kind of just thinking like it's just interesting to me because I've got quite a few non-binary friends, and to my knowledge, I think they're all assigned female at birth, so we have similar experiences. So I'm just wondering how it's different the other way around, or is it just the same?
it's a difficult question to answer because I've never identified as a man, not really, and not to myself for as long as I can remember. So in my
Yeah,
head, I don't know the male experience either because to some
that's real. That's
extent
fair.
I've not partaken in it or believed in it.
Not that I've got anything to say on that, because I'm not a man either. But just to kind of add to the conversation, I've met non-binary assigned male at birth. I have met some. I had like a casual thing with one of them at one point, but I'll be honest. But this is I want to preface this. This is just an anecdotal experience, right? This is obviously not as a whole, but I do think some in the community that AMAB that are non-binary just do it to get into that community to get closer to women. Not saying all, obviously, but I do think there is a small minority of people that are like that. Like that person I was like, was seeing, I instantly clocked that they were a chaser. That if the people that don't know that are watching that don't know what a chaser is, this is typically a person that will just go out of their way to sleep with trans people, more specific, generally trans women, as a fetish. And I immediately, because they were like non-binary, but they were super like. They were just fucking rude, and they'd be like, "Oh, I really want to sleep with a trans woman," and I'm like, "Right, look." And obviously, I'm pansexual. I don't care about gender, but I wouldn't specifically go out of my way to be like, "Oh yeah, I wanna fuck a trans woman." Do you know what I mean? Do you know what we're getting at? Because that feels like really
Yeah.
Fetishizing it,
objectifying,
yeah.
fetishizing, objectifying, and I just was like, that. But obviously, I know obviously most people
Yeah.
are not like
Well,
that. It's just
fortunately, it is a small minority,
yeah,
but they're often the loudest and they ruin it for everyone
yes,
else.
Yeah.
yeah,
This is the sort of stuff where it's like, the all men quote that everyone cries about.
Mm.
Like, obviously it's not all men, but as soon as you're saying that, I'm just like, God, that's such a man thing to do. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll probably find there is the odd woman, but like, I'm just picturing like that's such a man thing, and it's
It,
disgusting.
it really
Well,
If
the
is.
you're
game.
not one of those men, you don't need to respond to it. You don't need to have a reaction. You don't need to get offended.
Yeah,
You wouldn't engage with it.
I'm
true.
not one of those men. So I just want to say I'm not one of those
I
men, but I'm very
know.
semantic. So like Lee has to deal with this every day. I'm so like I get into the semantics so much
Fickle with words.
that like it when I hear things that aren't like factual, it stresses me out and I have to like say something. So I've had to learn how to not say anything, but because I have to understand it doesn't mean what it says, like to a complete like extent. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think some of them, like, is the term queer baiting? Is that the term?
Yes.
Where they pretend that they're part
I
of the
hate
community.
that.
Yeah.
But much like the other thing, that is also just a small minority of
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
guys doing
Of
it for
course.
money and views.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think, to be honest, gay guys, they kind of don't help the situation because they're all for it. They're happy to give money to these people even after finding out. So
Mm,
How does everyone feel about
mm.
pronouns? Ugh, I, we, you,
Ah,
disgusting.
you. Ah.
What's your opinion on like neo pronouns like Z, Zer?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's an
see,
interesting
I
conversation.
I will respect it, but I don't understand it. And I've tried to get to a point where I can understand it, and I still just don't. So if that's what is, going to make you happy, go for it. But I don't get it.
I did used to have a friend that event like they changed their pronouns eventually to like C and so I don't know one of a neo pronoun, right? And this is not. And obviously, I tried to be as respectful as I could. I really, really fucking tried. It was like Ian or something like that, and I really, really fucking tried. But I sometimes would genuinely struggle putting it in a sentence. Like they, them, yeah, all that. But like,
Yeah.
It's not
because I
natural to
want to
your
say it
English language.
because
So
it
it's
was
like
like,
learning another language.
yeah, because to me it was like, oh, I want to say like they're over there, but I'd have to be like, air
Zero
over
zero.
there, like air, yeah.
We use they, them all the time anyway, so you don't have to think
Yeah.
about it. It is, yeah, you're right. It's like you're learning another language.
Yeah, so
I
it really
do
fucked with me,
think
yeah.
like with things like that, I would just start saying like their name. Like Opal
Yeah.
was over there. Like
Yeah.
Opal said this. Like I would prefer that sometimes than someone like tripping up on my pronouns. Like
Mm.
just say my name. It would be 10 times easier. Like it's all good, bro.
Mhm.
To
But
be
yeah, I've
honest,
said before on pronouns. Sorry, go on.
that's cool. I was just gonna say, unless people are purposefully doing it to be disrespectful, I don't understand why some people are really like anal about pronouns. Most people will, if they get it wrong, they'll correct themselves, they'll apologize, they'll move on. So
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. It doesn't need to be the big thing it is sometimes.
Yeah, how does it feel to everyone? Because to me, if someone said she, her, I feel a bit warm inside, even though I know I'm me, him.
I mean, if that's what you
They,
want,
them,
Yeah, but
they,
that
them,
should
I
be the
don't
cool,
trans
care.
that's
woman coming out,
fine.
Mason.
Yeah. They, them is just completely neutral to me. I'm just like, yeah, that's just normal. Like I'd accept it and
Just
like, yeah.
normal language,
I
yeah.
can't stand being called a man. The amount of times, because obviously, because I'm even though I look like this, and don't worry, don't get me wrong, I can take it, and I kind of am asking for it with the way I look. but that don't mean it's any easier a lot of times. Like the thing is, obviously
Yeah.
for me, I've gone through motherhood. I've given birth. Like I'm a mum. I'm a cis woman. So for people to be like, "You're a fucking manhead," and I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" I honestly, I cannot tell you the amount of times. I mean, I've been mistaken for a man or a boy.
How?
I was in high school once, right? And I had like a sweet fringe. I had short hair, and I remember putting my hand up
Okay.
to ask a question, and they went, "Yes, young man."
Oh my God. I mean, you were quite young then, so I don't know how anyone could do it now.
I've had bright pink hair, and people have misgendered me, thinking I'm a man. I've had bright
Crazy.
pink hair.
You know who Caleb Finn on TikTok is? Because my husband
Nope.
said you
Can't
kind of
remember.
look like Caleb Finn.
Which
I don't know what this person
As
looks
soon as
like.
he said it, B went, "Oh yeah." I personally don't see it too much, but
Big
I
tilt
just thought it was
screen here.
funny. He's kind of fit though.
mate, Reese, do I look like this dude from TikTok? Apparently, I look like this dude from TikTok.
Show the camera so I can see, because I can't see shit. Oh yeah. No, you don't really, in my opinion.
No,
I
I
don't see
mean,
it fully, but I
It's
just
it's
thought
just I think it's just the hair at the moment.
If I squinted my eyes, maybe I'd confuse you too.
Maybe.
but
But
just
yeah,
don't fucking call me a man. Sorry,
yeah.
ew. No offense, Mason.
Yeah.
Just
On the whole pronouns thing, as long as my like friends and family call me by the right pronouns, I don't care what anyone else says because that's just not important to me. I don't care
Mm.
what strangers think.
Like, yeah, for me, if you guys started going like she, I'd be like dying inside, and I'd be like kind of like, do I really want to be friends with these people? Because like that's just you disrespect me at that point. But then I said like at work, because I take phone calls, so sometimes people be like, oh yeah, I'm just speaking to this lady on the phone. She said this. I'll still be dying a little bit in the inside, but it's like they don't know. It's not worth it. I'm at work. Like, who cares really? But yeah, if it was like friends or family, then I'd be like, no. And yeah, I'll just ignore my dead name. I'll ignore when someone says she until they finally say the correct one. Sorry, go on.
No, you're right. I just like to wait my turn. That's all. I
You're
just
like a kid.
I like to be polite, innit? Do you know what I mean? What I was gonna say, even when I've accidentally like used the wrong pronouns, even like with you, Opal, like when I've had conversations with like Reese and I've accidentally said she, I've even in person when you're not even there, I still correct myself because it's just the right thing to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not the end of the world, but it's something that warms my heart and just makes me feel like I'm respecting. I've got the right friends. I've chosen correctly.
Yeah. Recently.
I was just going to say, because you mentioned dead name. How many of us here have actually changed our names? Still have our original names or not? Because I've changed mine as well.
I think it's just.
I've
And I know
legally
Mason
changed
has.
mine.
No, I did change my name
Oh,
at
you
one
legally
point.
changed it. Okay.
No, oh no, not legally.
No,
Oh, well,
I
there you
legally
go.
changed
Like,
mine.
Yeah, I
don't
did as
legally.
well.
Yes, there's three of us. I was born William. I'm okay with sharing that. Obviously, you don't have to share your names.
Mine was Blake. I just never liked it. It didn't feel like
It's a
me.
sick name.
Yeah.
It's not
Obviously,
for
if you don't
me.
like it, then ignore me.
Lee was
but-
my middle name, so I just took that.
Okay, fair. Yeah,
Um,
I don't mind sharing mine, but just do not call me because it makes me gag every time. Ashley.
you don't have to.
Nah, I don't mind. It's just obviously just don't call me it. But it's
Um,
like when other people are called Ashley, it's like it looks like a pretty name. It sounds alright, but as soon as you call me it, I'm like I want to die because I can hear my mother say my name. I just want to kill myself. I'm like no.
I was just wondering, like, what was the reason for it? Was it just to help you feel like more yourself, or would the name change?
For me, part
just
of it
part of
is
your
about
journey?
gender. Part of it is about gender, but also part
Yeah.
of it is like letting go of my past. Like I don't mind sharing. I had not the best childhood and not the best relationship with family, and as I said, like hear my mum say that name, I just can't. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to get rid of it. In my mind, it was me killing the old me and being
Yeah, no, I
reborn
get that.
in a way, and that kind of helped me like process things like in therapy. We
Yeah.
held a little funeral for
No, I
Ashley and
feel
helped move
I
past a lot
relate
of
to that.
things.
I feel like that was a part of it for me as well. Just
Mm.
letting things go and moving on.
Yeah. And still, like, I'll talk to my mum. We'll be reminiscing about something, and even I will be like, "Oh yeah, Ashley used to do this." Like in the past, like I still acknowledge that, that was me. That was a person that existed and still did those things. But in a way, in my mind now, like that's a separate person now.
Yeah.
Like they're gone. I'm the new person now. I was gonna say it's kind of funny that I changed my name because I was like, there's no point in me changing my name, updating everything when I was gonna get married anyway. So I changed it when I got married, so I could change my first and last name in one go. So it's so funny when I say to people, "Oh yeah, I got married, so my name's changed." They go, "What's your new name?" And I go, "Okay, so it's Opal, different last name." And they're like, "That's a completely different name. What the like?" Everyone's
Buy
so
one, get one free.
confused. Yeah, it's like I might as well just do it in one go, bro.
How do we all identify sexually? Like, I'm pansexual. I'm pansexual, panpsychic. That's my religion, panpsychic.
Panpsychic?
Yeah.
Wait, is that
Just
a
love
joke
these
or is that
pans.
actual
No, I'm being
thing?
serious.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I researched my belief, and it turned out it was called panpsychism. And I was like, that's crazy. I'm pansexual.
Yo, I need to have a conversation with you later about that because I've not heard of that. This is cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah. Again with labels, like the best thing to explain it is pansexual, but again, I'm just me. I just like whatever. I like whatever my partner is. I don't care. Like the way I've always explained it, obviously before becoming polyamorous, was if my husband wanted to become a woman, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like that's cool. And then they could be like, now I want to be a man again. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I'll just go along with whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I love that.
Yeah, up until recently, I always just identified as gay, but I've come to the realization that I don't really care what's in someone's pants. Like, as long as they're male presenting, I'm good. That's going to do it for me. I don't really care about anything else. It's not important. So I don't know that that I think gay really encompasses all of that. I don't know, because I know there's a lot of gay people in the gay community that are like transphobic. They won't even entertain the idea of being with a trans man.
That
So I
annoys me
just
so
don't.
much. We're all part of one
Yeah,
community.
and I want to like distance myself from that. So I don't know, maybe queer or pansexual, something like that. Again, I don't really care for labels. I don't think it's important. But I like what I like, and that's it.
I do like the term queer. It's just like, well, like I said, we're all one community. Like, why are
Yeah,
we hating each other? We're all the same. We're all
literally,
queer. Like,
we get it enough from straight people, so I have a zero tolerance when it's within the community.
yeah,
It's bad enough from the outside. We don't need it in as well.
literally, yeah. No, I agree.
How many of us have dated the opposite gender assigned at birth? And
I wouldn't say dated.
compared
I've
to
dabbled.
Well, not dated. No, I shagged a non-binary person. So
yeah, I've tagged a non-binary person as well. My girlfriend's non-binary, yeah, but I haven't. Like, obviously, non-binary comes under the trans umbrella, but I've never dated someone who went from male to female, female to male.
You say that really, actually. I say no, but technically yes. I was with someone. The whole relationship, I didn't know he wanted to transition. I had no idea. He identified as a man, as far as I know. Knew he was a man, and then that ended up being the reason we broke up.
That's interesting because you felt the same. So, did you not talk about that sort of stuff?
Well, I knew he was hiding something the whole time. I felt like there was something he wasn't telling me, but he never mentioned it, and I didn't want to pry. And ultimately, it came to, well, I'm only interested in men, so if that's what you want, I'll support it. No hard feelings, but I couldn't stay with them because I wouldn't have been attracted to them anymore.
Fair enough.
and I think that's valid. I think you are you're allowed to have preferences,
Yeah,
regardless of like gender. If it's someone that's, let's say, pre-op, post-op, I think you are still are allowed a preference. Do you know what I mean? Like me, won't bother me. I'm pan. I don't care what's in your pants. But there might be people that, hey, like say, oh, they might be like, I'm gay. I'm a gay man, let's say, but they'll date someone who's a trans man that's post-op because, well, they're a man. Well, I mean, they'd be a man anyway. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think people are still allowed to have a preference. I know
I'm
some
gonna
people
ask
don't
something.
like that, but
Yeah, I'm gonna ask something that might be a bit controversial, but can edit it out if it is. What do you think about, like, some people say, like, oh, I'm gay but not trans people, and then other people be like, well, that's transphobic, and like jump on them. Like, I feel like it's okay to have, like, I'll always ask people, like, you know, what's your gender preference, but also, like, do you have a parts preference, is the way I say it, like, because
I
some
think that's
people,
what
you know,
defines
they
if you're
just want
gay
one.
or not.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Do
sorry.
you want to go?
Well, I was just gonna say that I think it depends on like that's what defines whether or not you're gay or lesbian is the parts. That's what I think that's what defines it.
What if it, like, say you're lesbian and you meet a woman and she tells you she used to be a man? Like, are they not lesbian anymore?
You could say you're queer,
Because
I
to me, that's
guess.
still
I
still
think
lesbian, even if they've still got your
the
parts.
I think the part of it that is transphobic is you can say it's about parts and all of that, but there are plenty of trans women who, unless they told you, you would not know. They have all the right parts. They look the part. You could not tell. So I
Mm.
think by that point, if simply them being trans is then suddenly puts you off, even though you were attracted to them before, I think that's transphobia. That's where it goes into that realm.
Mm.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is like, say, obviously you're looking for a woman that you want to have a child with, and you know that just comes under, you have
I
different
understand that,
wishes
but
and
then
stuff.
Yeah.
flip side of that, there are plenty of cisgendered women who can't have children. So again,
Yeah,
not
but
the
you've heard of some people
issue.
breaking up because one doesn't want kids or one
Yeah,
can't have
Yeah.
kids, and
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
get it in
get
that
that
date
argument.
someone
situation.
I couldn't date someone that can't have kids because it's my number one thing I want.
But then,
I'm
yeah, I
safe.
think that
I'm Max safe. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean,
I don't,
I would
yeah,
still
I don't
adopt.
think
Like, if they want to
that's a
adopt,
trans issue.
Yeah,
Then I think that's just an issue of wanting kids.
yeah,
yeah,
literally, it doesn't matter to
I
me
get that
because,
part.
like, I can adopt, foster, like,
Yeah,
and if they can have a kids, then that's great. But like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because I still have a
Yeah.
kid. I just need someone else to be part of it. Is there anything that you would like to say to your younger self if you could about your journey and like to make it easier on them mentally?
chill the fuck out. Like, go at your own pace. Don't worry about what other people are doing or saying about you, or to you. Yeah,
Mm.
I think
Oh, that's
I'd
so
have an
real.
easier time if I just did that.
Yeah, I think when at the beginning of my journey, I was so focused on like, I need a label, I need to know exactly what micro box I fit in the queer community. And I think the moment I was like, I can just be queer, like, and that's it. Like, I don't need all these micro labels. It was so freeing, and I just wish I did it earlier. Obviously, it is part of my journey. Maybe I wouldn't be who I am without it, but yeah, I would go back and just be like, don't panic about micro labels. It's okay.
Now I'm panicking.
Don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
You can be labelless, you can be a broader term, or you can just be queer, and that's okay.
For me, it's okay not to, even if you're just a cis person, it's okay not to fit into a certain box, and you don't have to be like not cis. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to. Yeah, there's difference between gender and how you feel, and like, but how you look as well and stuff, and this, yeah.
Yeah, I would just shout in my face, "You like men." Get with it.
That's
Because
so
I tried to
real.
deny it for a while, and then I was just like when I got to the end of school, I was just like, yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of, and I came out to everyone, but um, yeah, during school was sorry, I was just taken back
I'm
by
not laughing at you, Mason. I'm laughing at Izzy.
Yeah. School was really
You're one of those. One
I
of
was really
those.
ignorant to what I am. So stop it, stop it.
One thing I would
Any,
like to add on
yeah,
that, since you're talking about shame, I think that is the biggest thing that everyone should tell themselves. You're not doing anything wrong. There is no reason to feel ashamed. I think that's the biggest thing everyone else tells you, that you're not right. You are doing something wrong. You shouldn't be doing what you're doing. And I don't
clock it,
subscribe to that. I don't like that.
Facts.
unsubscribe.
No, instead you want to subscribe to the Chronically Offline show.
Hey,
If anyone has borderline personality disorder, there is a very safe space. It's a queer space that you can go to for help. Living on the Borderline, we're a peer support group. So if you just search living.on.the.borderline, you should find the Insta page. We've got Discord as well. You don't have to have borderline personality disorder. If you just want to learn about it, you can join. But it's very safe if you're gay. Everyone's gay. Literally, everyone is gay.
I think
We're all gay.
good advice for anyone who is questioning themselves with any of this stuff, to find community, go online, find groups where there's other people like you and you can talk about that stuff, where it's safe.
don't be scared to, just I think when you're young, I think especially like when you're like a teenager or older teenager, young adult, you can take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it. Have those experiences. As long as it's safe and consensual, who cares? Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
regret not touching more boobs. I am
Real
genuinely
shit, twin.
I am terrified of women. I'm attracted to women, but I'm absolutely terrified of them. Yeah. I couldn't
Oh, yeah.
no, I don't know. I'm like I just can't talk to women. I'd get like, honestly, back in the day, I'd get such like absolute gorgeous women matching up with me on Tinder, and I'm thinking,
So terrified, yeah.
hey,
They probably
hey,
thought you were a bloke.
probably did, yeah. But and because I'd literally, and I'm not normally like this. I'm not normally like this. I don't like ghost people, but I'd match
Mm.
up with them and I'd organize like dates with them, and I'd just be like,
You just freak out and just like.
I'd just like
Ghost.
disappear.
For real. I was just gonna say on the back of what you both were saying, like we're so scared of being cringe and like feeling like we're doing something wrong and just feeling like we don't fit in somewhere. But at the end of the day, you've got one life. Like whatever you believe in, realistically, like this
Yeah.
life, there's just
YOLO.
one for all we know. So just do whatever the fuck you want. If you take it up the bum and you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. That's it. Like
It doesn't
try
make
it
you
once.
gay.
Shout it from the rooftop.
yeah,
Try
you
it
can try it and
once.
go, I'm straight, and that's okay. Like it is what it is. Just try anything you want to try, obviously, once, and just be cringe, be free, do weird things. We're all weird, really. The people who judge people for being weird online are the cringiest in real life. So just be cringe. Just do what you want. Be gay, be
Domi-
queer, be weird.
Dominate men. It's really fun.
Dominate men, yeah, exactly. You only get one life, and there's hundreds of thousands of men out there.
Honestly, he's not into it, but my straps gathered dust now. It's just but it's a good time, guys. Step on some like guys. Do you know what I mean? Just make them like